Hello everyone, my name is Stefano Brunerato, and today we have a more special bottle than usual. We have a bottle of Armand de Brignac champagne, or as most people refer to it, Ace of Spades. Ace of Spades is a champagne most closely associated with Jay-Z. It's actually by a family that's been producing champagne since before the French Revolution even happened, and Jay-Z has been a much more recent part of their history. Since he bought in, you can probably see these bottles in a lot of music videos. Most clubs kind of have it now. It's kind of associated with club culture. It's not really a champagne that you typically see being ordered at a restaurant, if you will. Now, he actually sold his stake to LVMH a few years ago, but it's still really associated with him, and as you can see, they really go all out, as you really should on a bottle of champagne that's $300 at the base, and then some of their other offerings go up, over thousands and thousands of dollars depending on the offering. So this is the gold label, as you can see. If you can see that clearly, this is one of their standard bottles. This is 40% Chardonnay, 40% Pinot Noir, and 20% Pinot Meunier. So this is a pretty typical champagne balance, and this in particular is a mix of 3 vintages to get to that signature flavor that they go for. Now that we have the bottle out of the box, you can see a lot of the really beautiful craftsmanship that goes into the label. It's actually a metal that is hand applied to the bottles, both the label on the front as well as the tag on the back, which is a neat little touch. It probably adds, a few dollars to it for no reason, but you're trying to stand out in champagne. It's not the easiest thing to do in the world. And today we're going to be drinking out of a standard red wine glass, and I'm doing that intentionally. With a better champagne, I want to give it a little bit more surface area to interact with the air, make it a little bit more effervescent. You can smell the wine better, you can appreciate it better with the wider rim. In a champagne flute, you don't really get that whole experience, and I feel like when you're spending $300 on the champagne, you probably want to smell it. At least that's what we hope. I hope this isn't just a club gimmick because the bottle's gold and shiny. So we'll see how it is. The flavor is really excellent. It's a little yeasty, a little bready, really smooth bubbles actually. It's a really soft mouthfeel to it, which a lot of the champagnes from Reims that have the bready yeasty can sometimes be a little bit of that harsh bubble. This is really smooth, really mellow, really easy champagne to drink. It's not something that's going to make you feel like you're having too much carbonation and ruin your time at the club. So that's probably why Jay-Z liked it so much. He could drink 3 bottles of it, flash his cash, and then not turn around and throw up from the carbonation. I think for the money, you obviously have a lot better options. Things like Paul Roger's, Winston Churchill come to mind. Even when you're at the club, when you're spending $300 on a bottle, but in a club you might be spending $1,000 or God knows what they charge. You're getting the same reaction from the people you're with, whether you order this or something like a Dom Perignon, and for the price difference, you might as well get the cheaper Dom because you're going to get that same reaction you're going for. And like I said earlier, this isn't really a champagne that you're going to take too seriously if you're trying to impress someone at a dinner. This is really just kind of a showstopper bottle presentation wine. I'm not saying it's not good champagne. It is pretty good champagne, but for the price, you have a lot of options in that price range. Once you hit $300 in champagne, a Salon is pretty much the only thing that's untouchable. Everything else you can find kind of within that budget for the most part, and I would probably look for something else. Even a Cristal, which has a similar connotation connection with the rap industry, music videos, has a lot more bang for your buck at around $200, $250 retail rather than this. So that's my personal preference. It's a beautiful bottle, great wine, just not the thing I would spend $300 on. As always, like, subscribe, and if you're in the DC area, we host wine dinners. The link is in the description. Come check them out. Thank you guys, and see you next time.